Movement to his Sears and Robach cuckoo quail clock. First of all, the quail wasn't coming back in the door, and as you know, I like tighten up the spring that way. When you tilt the movement, if it comes back in, then you know when it's straight up and down, it's going to come back in. Plus, the wings were not doing what they were supposed to do, so I corrected that a little bit. And the birds need to tilt slightly, and that way their nose misses the doors. You can see them, and it allows the birds to come back in the case like they're supposed to come back in. And this bird wire that makes the bird come back in, I've got this in several videos on these count wheel type movements. This wire, this wire that makes the bird come back in serves two purposes. A, it makes the bird come back in, and B, this lever right here is used to make the bird come in and out. And when the wire is adjusted right, it hits this wire right here. It hits this wire right here. This wire right here is what, when I push on it, you could see the lever coming out of the count wheel. And so the spring, which makes the bird come back in, has to be adjusted just right to hit this wire right here to make the lever go into the count wheel so it stops. This wire that I'm pushing on that makes the bird come out of the door, it has to be on the inside of this wire here that you push to make the lever come out of the count wheel. If it's on the outside of that wire, your quail or your cuckoo is never going to stop. It has to be on the inside of these wires. When the movement is in the case, you got side doors, and you push this wire, which makes the lever come out of the count wheel. So if you're, let's say it just got to chirping on the quarter of the hour, but it's at the half hour, you just push this, and that way it catches up with itself. Same way on the cuckoo side. It's got this wire right here that pushes, that you, I need a camera person. You got this wire right here that you push, that pushes on the wire that makes the bird come out, and this wire right here is what brings the lever out of the count wheel. And so let's say it cuckooed one time and it's actually 3 o'clock. You just push this until it catches up with itself. That way you don't have to take the hands off and adjust them. This particular clock, because it's an antique clock, it's only going to cuckoo on the hour. There's 2 pins on this. Sorry, there's 3 pins on the quail count wheel, but when the right pin catches, it makes the bird cuckoo.